There are 2 chances, just as you said. Aubameyang was clear to give him the ball that he could have scored. At least you could have given him, even if he didn't score, at least give him the ball and have a chance to score. And you will always so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?
Being a Chelsea fan, I was just kind of optimistic that we'll win because we've had a very bad form this season.
Clash of the Titans between the 2 London rivals, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Already Man City has overtaken Arsenal on the lead of the table with 13 matches played. A win for Arsenal today, Arsenal will automatically overtake Manchester City. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
Yes, you're welcome to Premier Sports Fan Center. We are here to journey with you through all the remaining Europa League games and even Conference League. We've had some beautiful results earlier, but we picked the game of the day to, let you understand and know more about these teams. Fixtures like this, Manchester United and versus Barcelona, are fixtures that we've seen in the Champions League final. Not once. They are fixtures you see in the Champions League semi-final. But our time flies. It is now a fixture that we are now seeing in the Europa League. Well, that doesn't change anything from the quality of play. We're still here. We're going to enjoy every bit of it. My name is Adeyemi, presenting today, standing in for the main man himself, Mr. Egwenemen, who has been unavoidably absent. But very soon, to the fans that really miss him a lot, he will soon be back. And I can tell you that he will be back bigger and stronger. We will go for a short break right now. We'll be back in a moment to give you all the exciting and the critical moments of the game, and even give you updates on the matches that have been played and the ones that they are playing side by side with Manchester United versus Barcelona. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. Okay. Chelsea is coming back, whether they like it or not. Once I mentioned, I just go to my this account to say Chelsea has so many substitutes. Bench win matches. We're not talking about your starting 11. Now we have 2 starting 11. Anybody can play now. It's all about 2. Let my 2 and 3 they come back. Anybody can. Anybody will collect from Chelsea. Anybody will collect. This season may be awful, but I'm telling you.
Nice.
Viewers to Premier Sports Fan Center, we are still here with you. We keep our promises when we say we are going to share with you the critical moments of this game. I'm riding solo today, but that doesn't mean we are not going to, enjoy each other's company while we enjoy the beautiful game. It is the 15th minute of the game between Manchester United and Barcelona. And we are so sorry for joining at the 15th minute of the game because, it's the little things that we are trying to balance up in our studio to serve you better. And trust me, we are still testing in our studio, and you can trust us that when our studio gets into full capacity, you can always trust us to always be on time and to help you make more sense of the game of football. So it is still the 16th minute of the game between Manchester United and Barcelona, and it's still 0-0. We remember that the first leg ended 2-2. It was 2 goals apiece. It was a game that brought so much fireworks. Barcelona drew the first blood, but Manchester United came back into the game, and Manchester United later took the lead, while Barcelona later equalized. It was a fantastic game of football. The man that got the goal for Barcelona, the guy that got the goal for Barcelona in the first leg, is the former Chelsea player, the defender, Marcos Alonso. He's not starting here today. He's starting from the bench. I guess, maybe the coach wants to tweak some things a little bit at the back. Oh, who knows? Some coaches can, try to make some players jokers. But that doesn't mean the game won't still be interesting. Looking at the game so far, to me, it looks like a game that will be filled with a harvest of goals. We've had goals right, left, and center from the earlier matches in the match today. And it looks like there's a set piece for Barcelona. A penalty for Barcelona. And Barcelona just took the lead, Lewandowski converting a penalty. I just said that this is a game that we are looking forward to bring goals. That was a silly tackle from Bruno Fernandes. It was a needless tackle. When you just do some silly things in football and you concede a penalty. Last week I told you guys that this game ending 2-2 at the first leg is like a banana peel. It can go either way. Now Barcelona is leading 1-0. A goal scored by Roberto Lewandowski, the goal machine himself. When you look at the goal punchers, when you take away Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, the next name that will come into your mind will most likely be Lewandowski. He has been a very reliable source for goals. What can we say? The game is mainly won and lost by goals. Though the girl tried to save the penalty, but Yoruba will say, "Omi lo pọ̀jọ̀ ká lọ." That is, he tried, man proposed, but God disposed. He had a hand to the ball, but the ball still went in. And it's the Barcelona fans that are lighting up the theater of dreams. So, who will dream big tonight? Is it the home team playing at home that they call their home theater of dreams? Or it will be the away team dreaming bigger than the home team? Oh, we cannot predict right now because it's still a long night to go. It's just the 20th minutes of the game. And we are still going to the 90th minutes. First half, second half added together. And there will still be additional time. Oh, and trust me, even 10 seconds is too much to score a goal. I see this game still, bringing forth some more lovely goals. Because, we cherish goals. We love seeing goals. Goals determines the game. You can dominate right, left, and center. If you don't get the goals, oh, it is a sorry case. So, right now, Barcelona has gotten a goal from their main man, their go-to man, Roberto Lewandowski. Lewandowski is a Polish player. He plays for the Poland national team. He was at the FIFA World Cup. But, this last FIFA World Cup was the first time he got his first FIFA World Cup goal. Some people will say he was haunted by so and so, different school of thought, different people saying different things. But finally, he has got a goal in the FIFA World Cup at a very, very old age. Anyways, he's their talisman, so either he's young or old, they are just happy that he has finally scored a FIFA World Cup goal. Because how would you feel when you hear that a player in the magnitude of Roberto Lewandowski didn't score a World Cup goal before retirement? It wouldn't be a good news to listen to on your screen, or maybe to watch on your screen rather, or to listen to on your radio, or maybe to read online. But the long and short is, he has gotten his World Cup goal. It's the 22nd minute of the game between Manchester United and Barcelona. Barcelona still leading by a goal to nil. The difference maker himself, Roberto Lewandowski, getting the goals. And when you study Barcelona lately in their league, they hardly concede too many goals. They score one, they get the second goal, good. If they don't get it, many of the times they lock shop. Oh, Barcelona has been in fine form, which has explained why they are topping the La Liga table with 8 beautiful points ahead of their closest rival, which is Real Madrid. Real Madrid that came to the party in a unique way. Day before yesterday, they stole all the headlines, defeating Liverpool at home 5-2 in a very humiliating way. So, this game so far so good. It has been end-to-end stuff. Manchester United has been bringing their A game, but they've not been able to score the goal. And goal dictates games. Goal determines who wins the game and who qualifies for the next round. Because it is a knockout round, whereby you lose, you go back home. Well, if Manchester United lose here, they don't need to go back home because they are at home already. They don't need to take flight and be crying on the aeroplane. They just go into their dressing room and take their bucket and maybe cry into their towel. And when they finish crying, they clear their faces. Football, sometimes you win or lose. Sometimes it is a draw. Sometimes it gets so emotional. But one thing I will never be in support of is when you translate football into violence because you were unable to control your emotion. It has been a balanced game so far. If not for the silly tackle of Bruno Fernandes on Balde in the box, the game would have stayed 0-0. It was a very silly tackle from Bruno Fernandes, a guy that has been very, very vital, very important for Manchester United this season. He has been there, he has seen a lot. He was at the FIFA World Cup. He was one of Portugal's best players that took them to the quarter-final stage of the World Cup. Hey, what can we say? Football is truly like biscuit. Like my mentor, or let me say role model and mentor, we say football is like biscuit. You don't know where it will crack. So it has cracked a little bit here at the 18th minute of the game, where Roberto Lewandowski scored the penalty. They started the match by the home team Manchester United started the match with a 4-2-3-1 formation. It has been a formation they have used a lot this season. And Barcelona has played a 4-3-3 formation. Let's give you a quick lowdown of the results that we have seen tonight before we come back to the game that is currently ongoing live. Midland fell to the swords of Sporting Lisbon. You know, if you remember vividly, they played a 1-1 draw at the Sporting Lisbon home ground in Portugal. And Sporting Lisbon went away to give them the beating of their life, a 4-0 humiliation. Coates scored at the 21st minute of the game, and a decisive moment came at the 38th minute of the game, where Paulio got a second yellow card 2 minutes after I got the first, and he was red carded. From that time on, it was goals galore, with Pedro Goncalves scoring the second goal at the 50th minute. Pedro Goncalves also scoring his second of the game at the 77th minute, and a Gatterman's own goal, which rounded it all off at 4-0. Surely football is unpredictable. Who would have thought that a team that went away to Sporting Lisbon will collapse like a pack of cards at home to Midland? Another surprise game is the game between Monaco and Bayern Leverkusen. Oh, that game was a thriller. The first leg ended 3-2 in favor of Monaco. But the second leg, full time, ended 3-2 in favor of Bayer Leverkusen. The first leg, Monaco was away from home, and they went to get the desired away win. But coming home, oh, they collapsed like a pack of cards, and before you could say Jack Robinson, they were 3-1 down. They had to come back into that game. And the game went to extra time because, you know, away goal rule has been chopped off in European competitions. So it's just the aggregate calculation. So it was actually 5-5 on aggregate. So which had to take the game to penalty shootout. And Bayern Leverkusen scored all their 5 penalty kicks, with Monaco missing one. Matazo lost the second penalty he played for Monaco. So the main result now is that Bayern Leverkusen has successfully eliminated Monaco, the team from the country that will call their national team Le Blanc, the French country, a club playing in the league called Ligue 1, the top professional league in France. So Monaco is out of the Europa League, and Bayer Leverkusen has qualified to be very painful for Monaco faithfuls, or let me say Monaco fans. But as it dey sweet some, it dey pain some, and as it dey pain some, it dey sweet some. That's the hallmark of football. When two teams compete, there will be one loser and there will be one winner. Oh, what an exciting game of football. What a beautiful game football is. A game whereby everything can change in a twinkle of an eye. Most Monaco players starting this game would have thought that they are one leg into the second round of the Europa League. But football has told a totally different story. It is still the 32nd minute in the game between Manchester United and Barcelona. It's still a one-goal lead in favor of Barcelona. So the next game that has been played today, another surprise. FC Nantes, a team also from France, was bundled out by the old ladies, Juventus, the king of Italian football. One of the most successful teams in Italy, gave Nantes, FC Nantes, the beating of their life. It was a 3-0 away win after playing 1-1 draw the first leg of the game. Who would have thought that FC Nantes will collapse in the second leg of the game after getting a sweet and surprising result at the home ground of Juventus Football Club, the old ladies themselves. So they felt, it will be a disgrace for a old Juventus to be bundled out of the Europa League by FC Nantes. So they started very early. They plotted the coup, the football coup that eliminated FC Nantes. In front of their fans, they were defeated. The early coup started as early as the 5th minute of the game, when Di Maria scored the first goal. On the 18th minute, FC Nantes was red carded and Di Maria made it 2 from the penalty spot. And it was a Di Maria show. They used to say the older the wine, the finer it gets. Di Maria, that is going towards the end of his career, the World Cup winner, that was a very huge part of Argentina's success story at the FIFA 2022 World Cup, scored an hat-trick, scored the 3rd goal at the 78th minute of the game. The goal totally put Nantes to the sword of Juventus. They fell like a pack of cards. It is a sorry case. They couldn't even get a goal at all to even give their fans something to share. So many of their fans would be sad right now. Some of them will find it hard to smile, while those who understand that football is anybody's game we'll still smile. But at the same time, as we dey sweet some, it dey pain some. And as it dey pain some, it dey sweet others. What can we say? That's the hallmark of knockout football. One team has to progress. The two teams cannot qualify in a knockout stage of a competition. So Juventus won the game 3-0. The game between Manchester United and Barcelona is in the 36th minute of the game, of which Barcelona is still leading by 1-0. Other fixtures that has been played. The next one is PSV versus Sevilla. Sevilla won the first leg 3-0, which many thought that Sevilla would just have it easy playing the second leg. But it was a different case entirely. As PSV came to the party, but they came very late. I guess maybe the party planner or the event planner didn't really start their party as fast as it should be. They were only able to score their first goal at the 77th minute of the game by De Jong. Not the De Jong of Barcelona, but the De Jong that plies it straight for PSV. PSV is a team from the Eredivisie, the Netherlands League, the #1 league in the Netherlands. And they were able to score their second goal by Silva at the 95th minute. But it was too late. So Sevilla has taken that 3-2 on aggregate, though it was close. But I know PSV gave their fans something to cheer after losing scandalously away from home 3-0. But what can we say? In football, somebody has to feel the pain, and somebody has to be happy. At the 38th minute of the game between Manchester United and Barcelona, it is the Barcelona faithful that will be happy right now. But let's see if their happiness will last the test of time. There are 3 other matches going on currently with the Manchester United game and Barcelona. AS Roma at the 38th minute of the game is leading by 1-0. You know, they lost the first leg 1-0. So it's currently 1-1 on aggregate. What can we say? When you have a coach like Jose Mourinho, sometimes he calls himself the special one. Sometimes he calls himself the choosing one. Other times he can choose to call himself the only one. One thing that has been constant with those names is one. And another word for one is first. Is one of the leading coaches that has achieved awesomely in the world of football. The only coach that has won all 3 European competitions, from the Champions League to the Europa League to the Conference League. Hey, sit back, relax, and enjoy. We here at the Premier Sports Fan Center, we are here to dish out the critical moments of the game to you, tell you some things that you might have known, you might have not known, go along with it with, some things to smile and laugh about. While some other times, we just sit back and just entertain you with some information that is critical in the world of football. Oh, it's going to be a joyful ride today. It's a long night of football. Oh, the team coached by the special one himself, Jose Mourinho, his team has just scored the second goal of the game between Roma and Salzburg. The first goal was scored by Belotti. There was a time Belotti was one of the most sought after forward in European football while he was still playing in straight for Torino. He scored the first goal, the big man forward himself. He's an Italian. We all thought Italy will make it to the FIFA World Cup. But sometimes we plan. Sometimes things don't go ahead as planned. But what Roma has planned is going ahead as they planned it. Because they are currently leading 2-0. After losing the first leg 1-0, when you are leading 2-0, that means you are in control of the game on aggregate. And you're also at home entertaining your home fans. Because the away fans, which are the fans of Salzburg, will not be happy right now. But in football, only one team gets to qualify for the next round in a knockout stage of any competition. So as it stands right now, if the game between Roma and Salzburg ends like this, it's going to be Roma going to the second round of the Europa League. And back to the Manchester United game, it has been end-to-end stuff. They've taken the game to each other, but there has not been much of critical moments for the game, creating goal-scoring opportunities. But they've been playing most of the dominating play in the part of the midfield. The two teams have defended well, to be candid. If not for the error by Bruno Fernandes, there wouldn't have been a goal at this stage of the game. But Bruno Fernandes has made the error. Sometimes you feel these kinds of error. Maybe he was bewitched. Or maybe he was overconfident. Maybe na Xavi head Kasham. Say, you must do this mistake. Whichever ways, whatever we talk about, whatever we think about it, it is now in the past because they've awarded the penalty. Barca has taken advantage of it and they are leading 3-2 in aggregate. But tonight they are leading 1-0. So it's 3-2 on aggregate as it stands in the game between Manchester United and Barcelona. Who would have thought that a way upset would be so much today from Sporting Lisbon, who traveled to Denmark to play against Midland, and straight down to the old ladies that traveled down to France and got the desired result. And also Bayern Leverkusen that traveled down to France also and also got the desired result. Anyways, you got to pay the two French teams, but the old ladies and the Leverkusen faithful got they happy as it dey sweet some, it dey pain some, and as it dey pain some, it dey sweet some. What can we say? It is football. We love the game. We are happy whenever we hear that games like this, games between Manchester United and Barcelona, is coming to our screens. It's another opportunity, another chance, another opportunity to see the best of the best football, end-to-end stuffs of champions, because these two teams has one time won the most prestigious trophy in European football, which is the UEFA Champions League. But right now, they are just battling it out at the Europa League. You know, their fans of Barcelona and Manchester United, really suffered last season because they were going through trials and tribulation. But it seems they are coming out stronger because the two of them are doing very well